Yes, babe, just listen to me. I'll be home in time for dinner. I just got work to do at school, and then I'll be home, okay? Just stop it. Just stop, okay? I'll see you when I get home. That's the bottom line, okay? Alright, I'll see you when I get home. Alright, bye. Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, come on in and take a seat for me, please. Now, Mom and Dad, it is such a pleasure to meet you guys. But this does regard your son, Mark, okay? So first, let's talk about his grades. Just gotta log into the system real quick. Okay, and password. Okay. Alright, Mom and Dad, so it looks like he's currently sitting at a 61 right now, which means there's something we gotta work on here. Now, a lot of things are causing his grade to look like that. He has 14 missing assignments that he has to turn in, including homework, tests, and quizzes, okay? Now, if he turns those in, it'll bump his grade up a little bit, but I'm not guaranteeing it'll be like a B or an A or something. You know what I mean, guys? So, yeah, that's what we gotta work on first. All right, now, his behavior in class. It's pretty decent, but at the same time, it's not that great. Now, don't get me wrong, Mom and Dad, don't get me wrong. He is a great kid to have, but there are some behavioral issues that we need to work on, okay? Now this is what he needs to work on, especially when I'm up there teaching. This is what he needs to work on. He needs to be quiet during my lesson. Yep, you get what I'm talking about. Yep. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Mom and Dad. He's a great kid, and he is a joy to teach in my class, but he is a loose cannon most of the time. So, Mom and Dad, the point I'm trying to make here, I just want him to do better in my class. That's all. I just want him to get good grades, be on his best behavior every single day, and do his work when I ask him, and turn in his homework, and just listen to me when I talk to him. That is all I ask of Mark. It's really not much to ask for, and I know you guys want what's best for him, but it's great that we're all on the same page about him. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we need to address. But as far as the 14 missing assignments go, if he turns in all 14 of them, or at least some of them, it'll bump his grade up to either a C or a B, but I'm not guaranteeing it'll be higher than that. But it'll be a C or a B if he turns in all of them, or at least some of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that includes his homework, tests, and quizzes. Now, Mom and Dad, before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to add? What's that, Mom? What can we do to make him do well on the test and prepare for it? Great question, Mom. Now, there are a couple ways to do that. Flashcards are number one, okay? And study guides is number two. And study guides are what I always give every single time before a test, okay? Usually it's the day before the test, okay? Now, other than that, I don't know what we can do to make him prepared for the test. Now, if you're talking about his assignments in general, all he has to do is just turn those in, and it'll bump his grade up to at least a C rather, okay? But I'm not guaranteeing it'll be higher than that. Now, Mom and Dad, it is such a pleasure meeting you guys. It is such a pleasure meeting you, and I hope Mark does better in my class. Yeah, all we can do right now is hope for the best, but I know Mark will do great in my class than he did before. Yeah. Well, Mom and Dad, you guys have a great evening, okay? And if there are any behavioral issues, I will definitely call you guys about that and address them, okay? All right, you guys have a great evening. Okay, let's go ahead and get going so I can finally go home. What now? Karen, what do you want? Yes, I'm on my way home right now. I'm just leaving my classroom, okay? Just hold your horses and I'll be there soon, okay? Just shut your mouth, okay? I'll see you when I get home. All right, bye. Wow, so impatient.